Well, folks, I have no idea what to think about what I'm seeing here tonight, but welcome to MaxspeedTV, TV, the Pro American Late Model Series, Season 4, round number 11 here at Slinger, and, well, let's just say it's been quite interesting. Of course, myself, Joshua Medlock, my brother Jeremy, JM² in the chairs here tonight, and Stephen Lane, the power of one.
Power of one.
The power of one here tonight. So a big shout out to get to my brother for grabbing that little one for me. But my brother, Willie here, he just had to head out for a minute and do some things. But, you know, Stephen, we've been kind of watching this here in practice, and it's been quite interesting, to say the least.
Yeah, that's an understatement. It's a real tight track, quarter mile, fast quarter mile. I think the biggest problem is going to be coming out of turn 4 on the front straightaway. That's where I've seen most of the stuff, and going into the pits, coming out of turn 2 on that high side.
Oh! And we was just looking at John Canizaro Sr. here. That was, you know, that's kind of what you was just talking about there, coming out of those corners, man. And you know, it's going to be hard to pass here too. We'll talk more about Slinger. I know nothing about Slinger. Steven's got some information about Slinger here tonight, just a little bit of a tidbit, so we'll get with him in just a minute. Taking a look here at the pre-race analytics real quick. A lot of wind out there here, 17 miles an hour, so they're going to be dealing with some strong wind, it looks like, out of the northeast. Yeah, looks like. Or
blowing northeast.
Yeah, it's blowing northeast, so it's coming out of the southwest. Yeah, so dealing with that here tonight. Of course, air temp of 66, track temp of 73. Now, they are going to be pulling 200 laps here, but we'll get into the times in just a minute. So, but it is going to be a quick race if they can, you know, hang on to it. It's only 50 miles here tonight. Now, a total of 3 sets. 2 behind the wall here tonight. 40% fuel. We were kind of discussing how many laps they could go on fuel, and we have no idea. We'll just see what happens here. That's about
that's going to be. Yep. Oh, there was the first one.
Oh, man. So that's kind of what we're kind of looking at right now. Now, pit road here is tricky. We'll talk more about pit road here in just a little bit. But pit road is 30 miles an hour with a pace speed of 40. Now, we're going to step aside here and play the national anthem provided by Madison Rising. They'll get into the heats here in just a minute, about 2 minutes here, folks. So hang tight, because we will be right back. You don't want to miss this one.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallant
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxspeedTV TV.
Well, alrighty, folks. Heat Race 1 is underway. I did not realize how quick they would go green, but we do have our starting grid for Heat 1 here. Keteman, Kohlmeyer, Lawrence, Meeks, Johnson, Kiger, Hogan, and Tripp. That is, of course, the 8 drivers. We do have 16 drivers that are in the lobby here. Now we are watching Keteman, Kohlmeyer, Lawrence, Meeks, the 57 of Johnson, Hogan, Tripp, and Kiger, and you could just see these guys get, just so close to the wall. And I believe every time they go around that track, Steven, they are scraping it. And yeah, we just seen the 66 of Meeks hit it, as well as the 57 of Chase Johnson. So it's not going to be easy.
No. I mean, so a quarter mile, 33-degree banking, but when you're in these cars, as fast as these cars go, that 33-degree bank is not going to be much help. Throttle control and tire is going to be major tonight.
I think more throttle control than anything.
Really.
Well, we do have Ethan Wolf out there in chat, Brendan Kennedy. So Mark's got a replacement spotter. Yeah, me and Steven was just talking about that. Was you unable to make it here tonight, or do you not have the track? Just kind of question for you there, buddy. Get up here to Keteman here, and he kind of running away with it right now.
Yeah, he's still coming off that corner and getting really close to that wall.
Well, that's already going to make it 3 to go. Wow.
But this is one of those tracks, Josh, you got to come in. Try to come in a little late, come in high, dip down low, and just ease on the throttle coming out so you're not pushing up into the wall.
Oh, white flag in the air. Now, Heat 1 winner will be pole sitter. And it does look like Mark Keteman is going to grab the pole, and he does here tonight. Let's see here if we can find Mr. Mark here. There he is right there. Mark Keteman, bud, got a copy real quick?
10-4, yes, sir.
Well, grabbing the pole out here tonight at Slinger, man. Track is interesting, to say the least. What's it going to take out here, bud?
Luck. Gonna definitely have to keep your nose clean here, and just hope you don't burn your tires off of it. It's going to be interesting if we have to pit under yellow, because some people are going to stay out, I'm sure, and some people are going to come, and those people are going to be latched down, and it's just it's all going to take a lot of luck here. But this first starting position is definitely going to help us. So we're looking to go 3 in a row this week.
All right, we'll see what happens. Heat number 2 about to get underway, bud. Good luck down there. Congratulations on the pole.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yep. All right. And he already gone. Okay, then. All right, John Canizaro Jr., Justin Phipps, Kyler Davis, Gary Eldred, John Canizaro Sr., Bob Eldred, John Brancasio, and Scott Negus rounding out Heat 2 here. And green is out. Man, gonna have to be on our toes here tonight.
Oh, one just went into the. Oh, we're spinning. Senior got spun, and then I want to say there was a.
Right. Oh, the
tires.
5. No, the 558. And that's John Canizaro Sr. Yeah. Looks like he might have come up right into the 48 or 46 here. Right. Yep. Right there it was. And John Brancasio going to somehow squeeze through that. Wow. All right. Well, not what you want to see to start things off, but unfortunately, the way this track is, I'm afraid we're going to see a lot of that here tonight.
Oh, yeah. And that was Gary Eldred that was on the high side and just couldn't get the car back down low and just nosed right into the tires coming into the pits.
Ah, I got you. Yeah. That wouldn't be appropriate for the broadcast. You got that right. But hey, gotta do what you gotta do, right? One of your favorite tracks in the Super Lates and Tour Modifieds. That's one thing I've never broadcasted is Tour Modifieds.
I think the Tour Modifieds would be fun on this track because they're a lot more controllable than these late models.
Well, it looks like the 08 coming down. That is Gary Eldred as well. Oh, that was the only one that I seen come down. So here we go. Yeah. Back underway. And already Scott Negus getting close to the wall again with the 13 of Bob Eldred to his inside.
I think I made the mistake and said that was Bob Eldred that hit the tires, but that was Gary Eldred that hit the tires.
Oh, yeah, Gary. Yep. No, Bob.
Yeah, right
Bob. Yeah, Bob and Gary. Yeah. Don't worry, I get them confused too. I get John Jr. and John Sr. confused. I got to look at their numbers. So, well, John Jr., though, up front here, he has led the first 3 laps that we have ran here. I don't think Gary, it doesn't look like Gary is going to come out. I guess we'll see. All right, well, we are still...
Well, they're coming out of them corners just slamming that wall.
Yeah, I know. Chastaining it. I was told, of course, if you get tied on the inside, well, I actually read it in Discord earlier. If you get tied on the inside, you're going to push up. If you get tied on the outside, you're going to push up into the wall, right back down into somebody. So you got to be very, very careful. Oh!
Yep.
And it looks like, who was that? That was the 6 of Kyler Davis. Oh, that's twice. He's got into that outside wall.
3 times.
I just seen, oh, I wasn't live. Whoops. So we are at 5 to go, right? Yes. Coming to 4 to go.
Yes.
All right.
Back here watching this battle for second between Bob Eldred and
Scott.
Looks like Scott Negus and Kyler Davis. And like you said earlier, it is going to be hard to pass.
Yeah, it sure is. I'm kind of scared for these guys. I'm glad it's them down there and not me.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, patience. You got to be patient.
Yeah.
On this track, definitely got to be patient.
All right.
Quarter mile. I mean, most dirt tracks are only 3/8 mile.
Yeah. It looks like John Jr. grabbing heat number 2 here. Let's see here if we can find Mr. John Jr. here, and I do not see him in Discord here. Oh, there he is. Found him. John Jr., man, congratulations on heat number 2 win here tonight. You're going to start on the outside, but we have already seen some action down there in the heats. Kind of scared for what the feature holds here tonight. I'll be honest with you. What are you hoping? What are you expecting here tonight, bud?
Anything you're scared of, triple that. That's about what I feel right now. We can start on the front row. I think this is either going to be a really good race, or it's going to be a really bad race. I don't think any of us know. I just think as long as everybody's patient with each other, everybody, kind of understands where they are on track, I think we'll be fine. I think we're going to have more cautions on pit road than we are wrecking people.
Okay. Well, I don't know if the caution flag flies if there's a wreck on pit road, does it?
I mean, like, cars getting on and off the pit road.
Well, yeah, true. Well, I guess we'll find out what happens, buddy. Well, at least you're starting up toward the front. Talk about passing real quick. You think that's going to be one of the problems is passing here tonight?
Chrome horn. That's all I can tell you. You see modified guys driving corners and slamming into each other? I don't know if it's going to be far different.
I think it's going to be interesting to see how y'all get around one another, and especially this pit road, man. The first one I've ever seen on the outside of the track and not, on the inside of a track. So, very interesting to see how y'all managed tonight on pit road, buddy. Congratulations, winning Heat 2 and starting up front, because I think that's where you're going to be. You're going to want to be is up front, drivers behind you, and not worrying about, really anything else.
I'm hoping once you fall in the pack, I feel like it's kind of like a sucker hole. You're going to get stuck there for a while.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm right there with you. All righty, John. Well, good luck down there, buddy.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Well, they can just move themselves out if they want to. I have no problems with that. Well, a big shout out to Matt Pelletier here tonight, doing what he does, man. He's going to have his hands full here this evening. He might need some help. Well, I'll do the best I can, but he knows I only call it like I see it. So, looks like John Jr. is going to try to get a few laps into here, but, it's only going to take about 11 seconds. 11 to 11 and a half roughly to get around the track. It does not take long at all. So I think everybody's trying to practice pit road. Smart move.
Yeah, definitely smart move on that. That is tricky. I mean, because where it's located at, Josh, when you come up into pit road, there's a hump right there.
Mm-hmm.
And if you hit that thing too hard, you're going to end up there where the car rigs are at,
or launch into the grandstands.
Well, there's a little small grandstand right there at the road. So
yeah, you're gonna have to be definitely careful for sure. Let's go ahead and grid them up here tonight for the first time, the feature race. Now, of course, they do have 3 GWC attempts, and I hope we don't have to use them, but it's very big possibility we could. Now, getting onto the grid here. So, here we go. Mark Keedeman grabbing the pole, winning Heat 1. Heat 2 goes to John Canizaro Jr., so that puts them 1-2. Now, our racing is going to line them up per the times that they did in the heats. So, Shane Colemeyer is going to start third, Bob Eldred in fourth, Brett Meeks in fifth, Scott Negus in sixth, Chase Johnson seventh, Kyler Davis in eighth, Kenny Tripp ninth, and John Canizaro Sr. in 10th. Benny Hogan in 11th, Justin Phipps 12th, Gerard Lawrence 13th, John Brancasio 14th, Brandon Geiger 15th, and it looks like Gary Eldred is going to start in the back in 16th. That's probably a smart idea too.
Oh yeah, especially on this track, man. We're gonna if guys get impatient, try to get around somebody, there's gonna be issues.
Yes, there will be. Now, of course, like I said, it's my first time ever seeing Slinger pace cars off and away for the first time here tonight, coming to the green, folks. Now, they got to go all the way around because of where pit entrance is. So, they got to go. There it is. Green is out in the corner. Buggity, buggity, buggity. We are very short track racing here tonight.
Again, that's an understatement. Like
That,
I said,
yes.
Most dirt tracks are 3/8 mile.
Man.
I mean, you got another eighth of a mile on a dirt track compared to this.
Now, how quickly do you want to go single file? I say pretty quickly, or as quickly as you can get. Grab the position as you can, and then hit that single file mark. And it looks like that inside line is going single file. There is our first, that I've seen, our first one. Scott Negus hitting that wall. And I think we're going to be seeing a lot of that here this evening. Now, I know we're racing. We're green right now, folks. But I know Steven has some stats on Slinger, bud. What are those stats here, man? Kind of.
Well, again, you're talking, quarter mile track. Let me, I can't find it now. I had everything right there, and I can't find it. But yeah, quarter mile track, 33-degree banking. That's not going to help you a whole lot. It's a narrow track. It's going to be tight, tight racing. Again, coming off of the corners, it's going to be throttle control more than anything else. Just for the simple fact that if you get on the throttle too hard in these cars too quickly, you will slide up to the wall. And then just try to be patient with your passes. So, hey, here it is. Yeah. So, the fastest lap on this track was set by Jeff Bloom in 2010 with a 9.908.
Wow.
I don't think we're going to see that tonight, but that is smoking.
That's flat. That's like putting NOS in that thing and flying around it,
Exactly.
I wonder what his tires looked at, what they were after that lap.
I have no idea, but that's another thing that's going to be key is tire maintenance, tire saving the tires, because that right front's going to be eat up quick.
Yeah.
Especially if you're trying to force it.
Yeah, and and the lead cars too, like Kedeman and Kitazaro, they don't want to get separated, but yet they don't want to get too close to one another. It's hard to pass as it is. So, strategy I call pit road strategy, playing the yellows if there is yellows, trying to, make your own judgment call on when and where and how you should pass, pit, all that. I think strategy is going to be the bigger key here. We do have Brandon Kiger at a very low rate of speed here. Looks like he fell all the way back to, okay, he's still in 15th, never mind. So, he was just at a real low rate of speed. I was just trying to figure out why.
It could be just saving. I mean, trying to save tires, wait for the lead cars to burn up, and start getting that fall off to where they have to baby these cars around those turns a little bit more.
All right, well, just looking at it here, I think if they stay green here, this would be the quickest race I've ever called. We would be done in 35 minutes. Yeah. Of course, being live is going to be a little bit longer than that, but anyway, glad to see everybody out there. That poll will be, staying up there until the halfway mark here tonight at lap 101. Of course, they'll take 100 when they hit 101. I will close out the poll here this evening. Of course, our poll here tonight, will someone yeet it tonight at Slinger and get the first DQ? Well, right now, 20 laps into the race, everything's looking okay, but tires really haven't worn out as much, I don't think. And they are, I think, being, like you said, Steven, very patient. So now we are waiting for my brother to get back. And, he's right now, he's not really missing, I guess you could say, a whole lot. Everybody's kind of minding their own business. So,
Which watching the practice, you can't really judge the race by the practice because these guys are trying to get a feel for the track, get a feel for the car, what the car is going to do. But in practice, I've seen several cars running up the wall and up into the catch fence and on their side, sliding back down in the turn.
Man.
So it was kind of comical, but, most of these guys are just trying to get a feel for everything.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. So how about we do a little cockpit ride along here with Gerard and just give the fans an idea of what, how much you're on the steering, how, much you got to turn it. I mean, that's 90 degrees. He is,
about.
Yeah, he is. Oh, we got a car up into the wall here. And
55.
John Brand,
That's Scott
Yeah.
Negus and, who was the other one? 62.
John Brancasio.
Yeah.
Negus is spun here, so we do have a yellow, and we are going to find out what happened, and it looks like right there, coming out of the corner. You said that earlier, Steven. And that's coming out of 2 here. So, and it looks like, maybe the 55 got a little tight here. I don't know. We'll get a chase view of this, and I do see the 55 did come up. But we'll see here kind of what really happened. You know, coming out of the quarter, it does look like the 52. See, there's the 62. I'm on John here, and it looks like, yeah, it looks like he did come up, and there it went right there. You know, 62 can't back off of it, and that did send Scott Negus up into the catch fence here, and that is going to be our first yellow of the evening here at lap 31. Well, now it's lap 31. Man.
Well, just my opinion, you know, the 62 was up on that high line. And like you said, really, you know, it's one of those things where you don't want to give up your position. And looked like Scott was just coming out on the throttle, just was coming up, you know. I wouldn't say anything was intentional because I don't think it was. To me, that's just a racing deal, but that's my opinion.
Well, I'll say it and I'll keep it clean. You're at what they call a dang if you do, dang if you don't type of situation. You know, I'll keep it clean, but everybody should know what I'm saying. So,
I'm gonna have to get me a cushion for my chair.
I might have to get me a new chair. Why don't you send me some money so I'll get me a new chair?
How about I just send you a new chair?
That'll work.
I got a few of them.
Now the chair that I'm in, I've had it for a while, and the leg thingy is broke, so the metal pokes me right in the leg.
So I got 4 days off, Josh. I might be able to make a trip down there with a chair for you.
Well, I'd appreciate it. If you want to come on down, come on down. You'll be the next contestant on the interstate. All right, well, here we go. Already coming to Matt Green. John Jr.'s on the loud pedal. Whoa!
Whoa, where did he come from? Pit
Yeah,
road.
he come out of pit road is where he came from. Wow!
Is that Kenny Tripp?
I think that was the 46.
No, it was a 12 car.
Oh, it was Kitty. Wow. That's, that was a little scary. Oh,
Well, see, that was what John was talking about earlier, was coming back out on pit road, off of pit road, back out on the track at a caution, you know, coming back green. Yep, that's who it was.
Man.
That was close. I think he was trying not to break the pit speed limit and trying to get out in front of everybody before they went green, but the flagman threw the green as he was coming off the pit road.
Yep, that green flag comes out in the middle of the turn, so, you know, they really, you know, I can understand his, you know, timing wanting to get out, you know, but, you know, you got traffic right there, and you're just asking for trouble.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, let me see here. We do have the documentation here, or the spreadsheet, so I was waiting for the one of the admins to get home from work. So, okay, so it has been updated. Feature race 62 and 55. They got them on netcode on that, so there was apparently a little bit of netcode that caused that. Both of them did receive the EOL. The 246 and 08 got the waiver rounds, so it was good to have that.
Oh, yeah. I've got three drivers that a lap down.
I've got the 12,
Oh,
the 2, the 85, and the 62 a lap down, and I've got Scott in the 55, 2 laps down.
laps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to hit the right button on my 18.
Use your air.
Exactly. Never said I was the smartest man in the world.
Finally.
Oh, he's
Hey.
back.
He's back.
All right.
Happy.
I missed a quarter of the race already.
Yeah, one caution
Oh, that's it?
so far. Yep.
Been it.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Been pretty green so far. They've been minding their P's and Q's here tonight, for the most
Figured we'd have
part.
about 10.
No, not yet. They are doing a very good job, though. I was a little scared coming into tonight. They are getting really close to that wall, though. That's the scary part about it.
All right, now I know you guys can go in and look at the about information.
Oh, we
but-
got a car going around. Justin Phipps, and there is no yellow yet on that. Wow.
What was that, Steven?
I was kind of waiting a second, see what happened
Okay.
here.
No yellow.
No yellow.
Okay.
So I know you two guys can look at it. This is more for the people in chat.
Oh.
When was Slinger Speedway first opened?
Oh.
Yeah, I know this one.
1836. No, I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe we running wagon races?
Yeah, I know this. I know this one because like I said, I read about it earlier. So
I have no idea.
I'm waiting to see if anybody answers in chat. We'll come back to it.
Yeah. Answer in chat, and then we'll come back to it at about, I don't know. How about we come back to it at lap 100 when the poll closes? Do it like NASCAR. Just put everybody on hold, you know.
It won't take long the way they're running right now.
Nope.
I'm surprised it's really been as smooth as it's been, honestly.
Nah, it's been pretty tame. I mean, they are getting really close to the wall, really close to one another, but they are giving everybody some room. That's the big plus about it, and it looks like the 08 going to fall back here as the leader of John Canizaro Jr. does go around the 08 of Gary Eldred. So, whoop, somebody's slow right here, and I'm trying to find out who that is. The 558, that is going to be John Canizaro Sr. He's just letting everybody go around him. He's not going to pressure the issue. Probably.
John
Ooh.
John Jr. in first, John Sr. in last right now. So
Well, we've seen what happened in practice when the two of them got close together. Let's hope that don't happen.
it looks like John Jr. We're gonna try to lap his dad. Oh no, that's the
Again.
55 coming up. Scott Davis around.
John Sr. is on pit road.
Oh, is he? Okay,
yeah, he
yeah.
just went on pit road. All right, so it looks like Ethan down there says the 2 and 12 pitted and were 2 laps down. So that is why Mark Kedeman and Kitty Tripp's 1 lap down right now.
Got several lap down. Wow.
Yeah, it's this is going to be one of those races, I'm afraid, where we're going to see a lot of drivers a lap down. We might even see the whole field a lap down. I've seen that one time
Wow.
in my broadcasting career where every driver, but the leader, of course, was a lap down. Yep.
I ain't never seen that one.
Yep, that's, you hang out with me too long and you will.
Looks like the 08's in his pit stall.
Yep, Gary Eldred.
Yep. Ooh. I hate these camera angles when it comes to pit. I'm gonna have to.
I'm on that.
I'm
on Blimp.
Yeah.
I'm on Blimp, and I can pretty much see the entire track.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at that real quick, folks.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, ain't that crazy?
Yeah, this is looking down from the blimp view of, looking at Scott Negus. There's pit road, as he is exiting whatever turn that is here. And there's turn 4 coming up on the 08. Now down into 1, the middle of 1 and 2, out of turn number 2, the entrance of pit road on the backstretch. I think this is the shortest backstretch and front stretch we've ever seen.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't think, no, Bristol is a half a mile, so, man.
But I agree with what you said earlier. It's weird because even on dirt tracks and some of the smaller asphalt tracks, pit roads on the infield. Here, you know, you've got to come to the outside for pit road.
Yeah.
It looks like John Sr. is done. He's not disconnected. He's just sitting in pit box. And you can correct me if I'm wrong there, Josh.
Looks like he is sitting in his pit box here. He has not officially taken it behind the wall, but he is in his box.
No fast repairs?
No, they
No.
don't do fast repairs
Well, I
here.
know. I thought I heard you say earlier they have 3. So.
No, 3
No.
GWC attempts.
Oh, okay, okay, my bad.
And 3 sets of tires.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, 2. They have a set they start with, and then 2 behind the wall. So that's a total of 3. You're learning.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go to the info and you look at the tires, it'll tell you what they have, and that does include the set they start with. So it should say 3 on it. Right now, everybody is still minding their P's and Q's here. Not a whole lot going on at the present time. We still don't really know what the fuel load is, but I do know within that one caution there, everybody for the most part has been out here 82 laps. So I think that 40 lap mark there, Mr. Steven, you said earlier before we went live was like way gone.
Yeah, I miscalculated. Like,
Yeah.
I don't do math.
Couple of battles going on between some drivers, but by the time I get back here, they're already done. So
Yep.
Yep.
it looks like Kiger and let's see here. That was Scott and John. My bad. I was doing a quick battle there, and then Kiger's kind of mired in between them here. I think these guys are just really, really wanting to get through this race here tonight. Of course, we've got upcoming races still yet. 5 more. For the Palms Wednesday. That does count tonight. So
Yep.
4 after tonight, 5 Flags, North Wilkesboro, Southern National, and of course the championship finale at Myrtle Beach. And I believe that is in North Carolina, or is that South Carolina?
I have no idea.
Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
I think it's
South
South
Carolina.
South
Yeah.
Carolina.
Oh, got a good battle ride here. Shane Colmeyer, Brett Meeks, side by side. Man, you can just see how difficult it is, especially if you're on the outside like Shane, man. Oh, Kenny Tripp up there as well now. Man.
Kenny's trying to get back up there to get his lap back. He's 1 lap down.
Yeah.
He would be one to get that wave around if he's not involved in.
Yeah, we got a car up into the wall, though. That's the 46 coming
Yep.
into pit road.
Yep.
That would be Justin Phipps. Yeah, they give 3 cars, if you're not involved in a yellow, 3 cars a wave around. So I think Kitty's just wanting to get it back the old-fashioned way. That way he doesn't have to worry about it.
John Jr. is dealing with some lap traffic right now. So.
Oh, yes, he is. The 62 and the 2.
But he's still got almost a 2-second lead on
Oh,
Bob.
man, that was close. Jeez. Yep, 27 of Gerard just hit the start-finish line. And there comes John Jr. Man, it does not take long to get around this track. We will be done here in like 21 minutes, 21 and a half minutes if they stay green. And the last time I said that, they got a yellow, so I need to just keep my mouth shut.
Hey,
Yeah, shut
don't put that evil on us, Ricky Bobby. All right, so back to our trivia question. We haven't had anybody answer, so I'm going to go ahead and answer it. So, Slinger was opened in 1948.
Oh. 3 years after World War II.
Yep.
All right, Brian. All right, well, here in about 3 laps, we will close the poll. Right now, it is saying yes. 69% and 31% says no out of 13 votes. And, to be honest, we
Haven't seen one yet.
So, been a fairly tamed Oh, Gerard on pit road as well, it looks like. Yeah, he is. Man, that pit road is... If. So,
John Jr.'s been scraping the wall a little bit, too, coming out of 1 and 2.
I wonder if those tires are starting to... I wonder if he's starting to fill those tires. All right, well, let's go ahead and end the poll here. So, 69-31 in poll. We'll end it here. And it looks like as of right now, everybody that voted yes might be wrong.
Well, I was the first one to vote yes, so...
Hey, we're not done, though, so, you know, anything can still happen.
I didn't vote.
I didn't either. I didn't vote either. So we do have Kitty Tripp, Mark Keteman. Ooh, Kitty is the only driver right now, 1 lap down. And we've got 7 drivers on the lead lap. Everybody else is 2 and 3 laps down, 4, 5, and 9. Looks like Gary Eldred is 9 laps down. He might be done. He's been on pit road here for, okay, he might not be done. 20 seconds?
Yeah, something like that.
Yep. Well, he just actually came back down, it looks like. Lap 106 already.
Gosh.
Yep.
I've been back 10 minutes. They've already raced 50 laps.
Don't take long.
Nope. Takes about 11 and a half seconds to get around this track.
Yep. Showing the fall off here, though. The last lap of John Jr. was 12:2:34. Looks like Bob Eldred just took over the lead. John Jr.'s down pit road. Wow.
I noticed John was getting a little bit skittish, I guess you could say. He was sliding a little bit coming out of the turn, so his tires are gone.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could find out what his percentages are about. They're probably in the 40s.
20s, 40s, somewhere out in there. Probably might even been 20s. He might have been on the verge of blowing a tire too. We don't know, you know.
Well, he didn't stay very long in the pit.
John Jr.
13 seconds.
Wow. Yeah, that's not enough time for a set of tires. And
let me go back here and see if I can see what he did.
He might have only got one side.
He probably just got right sides, but I'll find out. Give me just a second.
All right, the 7 down pit road of Benny Hogan. As you take a look at that, John Brancasio on pit road. Bob still leading the way here. Now, it does look like John Jr., though, he's led 85 laps here. Now, we can't, I don't know, I mean, here probably within the next 10, 15 laps, we would probably be able to confirm he'll come away with the most laps led. But right now, we really can't do that. Looks like...
Yeah, John Jr. looks like he took right sides and fuel.
Just enough to get him through the race. Yep. He still is 2 laps down. We do have Kyler Davis on pit road. Bob pitted, has not pitted. He's been out here 117 laps.
Gosh.
Yep. And Brett Meeks has also been out here 117 laps. Chase Johnson 116. Scott 115 and Brandon Kiger 115. Of course, that's going to change when they hit the start-finish line.
Well, I just went back and looked at something, and if my math is correct, at 40%, we're looking at 176 laps.
Wow.
Wow.
On a tank of fuel.
Man. All right, Brett Meeks down pit road. And so, with that being said, Bob has been out here 120. So, he's been out here the whole time.
You know, his tires have got to be screaming.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
You people coming off pit road right now.
Yeah, they're going to have to be careful. And here comes Bob down pit road. That'll give the lead up to nobody because everybody's a lap down.
Oh, man.
Well, it'll be Kenny when...
Yep, Kenny just got his lap back here, so... Yeah. Chase Johnson on pit road. Looks like John Jr. probably get his lap back here.
He did.
Yep. Kitty Trip is going to trip it up into the lead here, as Bub would say. So, Trip going to not lead his first. Yeah, there goes. It finally updated. So, he will lead his first lap here.
There it is.
Yep, Trip, there it is. Now, he's been out here 89 laps. So, do the math here. It's lap 123 coming up on 24. That's going to put him at a 90-lap stint. Can he make it? If he keeps doing that, he won't.
No, because he'll tear his car up. Bob just passed him again.
Yeah, but Bob just got back on the lead lap. So,
Yep.
Bob got loose, too. Got on that apron. Well, this is pretty tame for what I thought it would be. I am I'm yet again, I'm shocked. I really am. I mean,
I am too. I thought when I came back from picking up a friend from work, we'd have about 6, 7 cautions.
yeah, no.
Well, I'll tell you this, guys. This is just a testament to the skill of these drivers to be able to maintain what they've maintained
Yeah.
on this track.
I-
I'm just going to say that.
Oh, yeah. You know, I'm kind of curious now what these guys can do on a mile and a half, you know? If they can do this on a short track, what can they do on a mile and a half?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you know, short tracks are not easy. So
The
these
6 and the 66 was
Brett Meeks and Kyler Davis.
Yeah, there's.
Kyler got real close to hitting him in the left rear quarter panel.
Oh man, they are really getting close here. And the 85 down pit road. I just seen it. Brandon Kiger. Jeez. And Kitty Trip, though, still up top here. Lap 133. He's been out here 99 laps. That's going to be, I don't think he can make it on fuel. Can he? 70 plus 100. Oh, that's going to be close.
It's going to be close.
That is going to be close. We'll see if he can do it. Now, John Jr., though, is only 4.5 seconds back. John Jr. has the freshest tires and the fuel. He's only been out here 27 laps, so I do have a feeling if John Jr. does catch Kenny Tripp, will Kenny fight him? You know, will he try to, you know, stay in front of the 777? You know, he doesn't have to let him around.
No.
So...
And Mark Keteman just took it behind the wall, boys.
Yes, he did. Wow.
Yep.
And so I had James Pileski just disconnect too. So, but I
Who?
didn't see him out on the track today.
No, he's not. He wasn't out there.
No, he wasn't even out there. Wow.
He must have been a spectator.
Our pole sitter, man, he led 22 laps here too and taking it behind the wall.
Oh, Mark got.
Mark got he won Heat 1. See, Heat 1 is your pole sitter. Whoever wins
Oh,
it.
yeah,
Heat
okay.
2 is the outside. Now, if they had Heat 3, it would be 3rd place. Heat 4 would be 4th place. I do believe
okay.
that's how that works.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah,
they didn't have Heat 3, Heat 4 of the Consi. So.
Nope, they didn't have the drivers. Everybody started, so, man.
Well, John Jr. is closing the gap on Kenny, so he's about a little over a second and a half behind him.
Yep, I see that too, Steven. About how many laps to Mark Charlotte?
Oh, I haven't looked.
Well,
I won't look until I'm done tonight. Oh, wow. Somebody's riding the wall. Who is that? That is Bob? Was that Bob? The 08? Yeah, that was Bob. Gary. That was Gary. My bad.
Gary.
Yeah, see, I get them confused too. Oh, and he hit the wall again.
Gosh.
And he hit the wall again. I'm just gonna
hit the wall?
I'm just gonna stay right here.
Gary Eldred.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Gary keeps scraping the wall. He's right behind the 6 here. Man, Gary is loose, too. Gary Eldred does have a lot of damage, it looks like. Now, I was checking chat here, and Ethan Wolf said Mark had a 0x meatball within the first 30 laps.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Now, meatball flag is, well, unfortunate. you know, that's, ugh. Well, there is John Jr. side by side with the 12 of Kitty Trip for the lead. And it looks like he hasn't taken it yet. There it goes. He has taken back over the lead here. That's going to put Kitty in second, Bob in third. As of right now, of course, you know, things can change from now till lap 200. And so...
Last year they ran 140 laps, so I assume they're going to run 140 tomorrow night.
Yeah, it's 140.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all of them's 140. All right.
Guess it would help if I had my microphone off mute.
Yeah.
I'm over here trying to talk, and y'all was just ignoring me. I was like, well, that's par for the course.
Use your air.
Well, it got caught up on my armrest of my chair, and I was trying to adjust it, and I guess I hit my button.
Oh.
All right, lap 154. 155, never mind, it just updated. And boy, John Canizaro Jr., he will come away, folks, with the most laps led, regardless of, you know, what happens to the 777. He's coming up on the 55 now. That is, of course, Scott Negus, who is already 2 laps down. And, you know, this lap traffic can either hurt or help the 777. Because if 777 stays behind him too long, guess who's going to catch him? Kitty Trip?
Just trip them up.
Yeah. Well, it looks like John Jr. is a little bit on a trip up right now.
They haven't hit 100 miles an hour, have they?
No, you're not going to get 100 mile an hour on this track.
I don't.
Yeah.
If you might be able to hit 90.
Yeah, I haven't seen anybody even hit 90.
But that's really
he has seen 86 by John Jr. just then.
Yep.
So
yeah, that's about
I had him at 87.
87 there, yeah. So yeah, 86 to 88 miles an hour roughly is what you're gonna see these guys hit. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
If they hit 90, they're going to be coming in hot. They're going to be able to make that turn.
Kitty Trip on pit road now.
I like to see them do about 100.
No,
not in these cars.
Not in these cars.
You know what would be fun, I think, around this track, and you probably wouldn't want to get very many of them out here.
Mini sprint.
Either that or the IR8 teams.
Oh yeah.
The Indy cars.
Ooh.
Yeah, get them out here racing. Looks like Brett Meeks also on pit road here. So there's Kitty. He'll be coming out.
Oh, no.
John Jr. goes around.
Oh,
there is
There
a
is
yellow.
Yep. There is the yellow. The number 55 also went out too.
All right.
Like to me when I seen it,
Looks like John Jr. got into the back of him. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I think the 55 wanted to kind of check up a little bit, not to get into the back of the 7. And then when he checked up just a little bit, that was just enough for the 777 to get right up and underneath him. And there went the 55 around. And also, I think
Shane got into him.
I think Shane got into the 777 here. Let me get a chase view. Come on, where is my chase view at? There it is.
So you not have one?
No, I've got one, but yeah, I just don't know. Yeah, it just keeps. So right there, the 777 was going high to dodge the 55, and well, there went the 02 at the same time. That is what spun the 777. So.
Yep, Shane had a quick trip.
Man. All right, well, let me see here if we can get the official word in from NASCAR.
I don't see much damage on
Official word in from NASCAR.
on John Jr.'s car, so hopefully he come out pretty unscathed on that.
Seeing if we can see what is gonna happen down there. Looks like Mark Keedeman out there got a 0xB ball. MI race. Oh man, Mark. Yeah, Ethan was saying something about that. Man, tough break, buddy. Hey, get them next week though. We do go to 5 Flags, so a little bit bigger of a track. Not much, but a little bit bigger. So it looks like the 777 will get the EOL due to the fact that that is where it all started. So he will get the EOL, and the waves were the 627 to the 57 here tonight. So it does look like Kyler Davis, the 27 of, where's the 27? Gerard. And the 57 of Chase Johnson.
I keep wanting to call him Gerald.
Gerald.
No question for you, Josh.
What's up?
So if they get an EOL because of a caution and they're down a lap, did they get the waiver round?
No,
if they're still going to be the lap down.
If they're lap down and they cause a caution, they don't get the waiver round.
But if they were on the lead lap and caused a caution,
they
go a lap
They
down.
they just go to the end of the longest line. They don't. That's an EOL.
Okay.
They are not a lap down. So like John Jr. Oh, John Jr. is a lap down. Whoa! No, quick yellow.
We have something. Yep, another yellow.
Yeah, right here. It's going to be. Looks like. Oh wow, they went green, and 62 bounces off the wall. And right there, the 12 of Kitty Tripp.
Yep.
Will you stop?
Got tripped up.
Will you stop?
Had nowhere to go.
Oh. And it looks like the 7 of that's Benny Hogan was right there too. So let's see here, right there. Yeah, man, Benny nowhere to go. The 12 nowhere to go after the 62 plops the wall here, and man, oh man. Then the 08 gonna get a piece of it. Man, all right.
Only 5 likes out there. Come on, people.
Yeah, I know. Smash the like button. Hey, Mark. Yeah, I seen you, Mark. How you doing, buddy? I don't know if it was net code or not. That's on my call.
I don't think it was.
I don't either. I think it was a product of the wall, to be honest with you. And no, I don't mean Dennis either.
Oh, wow.
I hope he's watching.
Oh, if he is, you're in trouble.
Yeah, right. Probably.
Dennis, if you are watching or listening to this, it wasn't me.
That is funny.
It was all Josh. I'm throwing him under the bus, and I'm backing up over him, so.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see here. They are going to go single file restarts. The 62 will get the EOL because he bounced off the wall. So single file restarts because we had the quick yellow right after that last restart. So now they got to run a few laps. I think it's 3 laps green. It's either 3 or 5 before they'll go back to double file.
Mm-hmm.
So... hey, we're going to be coming, guess what? Next time by 20 to go, folks.
John's done. John
Brancasio, yes, he is.
Yeah,
Yep.
him. Yeah, him.
Yep.
I can't pronounce his last name. John B.
John B.
John B.
Try to be good.
That'd be good.
Yeah, he wasn't good on that one, though. He hit the wall. It's just this track. Man.
Yep.
All right, pace cars off and away. Bob, Kyler, Shane, John. Here we go, folks. Coming to 20 to go. Green is out. Single file restarts, and man, they're flying.
They are getting it.
Yeet.
I'm going to say it, even though they haven't done it. Yeet.
Yeet. Yeet. Wow.
I think y'all had too much drink.
No, not enough. Oh, I'm out of coffee.
Well, I got some news I'm going to share with you guys offline. So when we end broadcast,
All right.
I got something for you guys.
All right.
Hey,
$1 million?
Yeah, really.
I
Bub,
wish.
Bub, did you take a look at those headphones I sent you last night?
Yeah, I haven't had a chance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, you can.
I do
different
900,000
colors of those.
things, so, you know.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. Yeah, we'll get together after we're done here.
Yep.
All right. So we got Bob, Kyler, Shane, John Jr., Benny Hogan, Gerard Lawrence. That is the drivers on the lead lap. Chase Johnson, Kitty Tripp, 2 laps down, and they're starting to get heated up again here, I seen, and I think that was around the 12 of Kitty Tripp, if I wasn't mistaken. Might have even been a little bit further back here around Brandon Kiger, who has got company with John Jr. John Jr. Yeah, I had a hiccup and a burp at the same time. Boy, that hurt.
I'm going.
Hey,
Well, could have been worse. Could have had a hiccup, a burp, and a brain fart. He can't even talk.
wow.
I love it.
That's funny.
Oh, man.
When you make the main broadcaster speechless,
You've done something.
you've done your job.
I've done that several times.
Oh, caution.
Yep.
Oh!
What do we have? I
That's
didn't see
Scott
anything.
Negus. Oh, yeah, looks like Scott and Brandon Kiger. Oh, and the 46 was dominant down there. And, well, let's just say he had nowhere to go. And T-Bones the 85. So right here, looks like close battling. And then, bam, right there they go. The 85 comes down and, wow, the 46.
Justin Phipps got
Yeah.
involved in that. Oh, yeah.
Yep, Justin Phipps ran into a small brick wall there. I mean, you're not going at a high rate of speed, but yet you double the impact. So, you know, if you're going, let's say, 80 miles an hour, you're technically hitting that thing at 160 miles an hour because it's a dead stop. So we're waiting.
Yeah.
Sorry.
My button got pushed again.
Waiver rounds 57, 12, 66. So we have the 57 of Chase Johnson, the 12 of Kitty Tripp, and the 66 of Brett Meeks.
Are we going to have a GWC?
No, not yet. It's going to be, unless they extend it for these guys getting their lap back. Oh, I thought for a second he was going to run into that pace car. I forgot pace car's a ghost car.
Yeah.
I want to drive the pace car. I still want to do that. They need to make that available.
All right, restart's going back to double file.
Okay.
Change the
3 laps to
caution length
green.
3 laps to green.
Yep. 85 and 55 will receive the EOL. So,
Yep.
Brandon Kiger, the 85 and the 55 of Scott Negus. Now, Brandon is on pit road here. So 3 laps to green. That is going to put us under a GWC.
Oh, it's
Yep.
going to be a shootout.
Yep.
What's going to happen?
I do believe it'll be a GWC attempt 1 here.
I think it's going to start getting pretty aggressive myself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
gonna.
there goes the pace
Yep.
car lots.
Yeah, it's going to be a GWC attempt number 1. Pace car is
Here we
off
go.
and away, I do believe. Did it say anything about a GWC? Okay, so
Race will be extended
Yep.
for
Yep.
a GWC.
Yep.
Yep.
GWC, a 1 of 3 here. Green is out. Bob on the loud pedal. There goes the 6 of Kyler Davis. Oh,
yeah.
man. We got to get to the white flag, though. And it's going to be so difficult to pass. They're going to have to do something within the next, like, now. No more yellows. There's the
white
one to
flag's out.
go. Yep. And it looks like Bob Eldred with probably one of the best pit stops. He's going to win
Wow.
here tonight. Wow. Said that at the same time. Wow, what a race. I am still shocked, though. At a 200 laps, he only had 4 yellows.
That's not bad.
No,
No.
no. A total of 25 caution laps, so we're looking at not even what? 10%?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, wow. Awesome race by these guys. Bob Eldred, Kyler Davis, and John Jr. is our top three here tonight. We'll get these guys up here for the MaxspeedTV TV post-race show. So, of course, folks, hang tight. We will be right back. And as soon as he stops spinning here, there we go.
Yeah, he's making me dizzy.
Yeah, we will go ahead and pause it right there and kind of step aside here, folks. Get them up here, and it looks like they're already ready waiting on me. So hang on, folks. We will be right back. Oh, alrighty, folks, here we go. We are back, and of course, I've caught up with the top three. I'm still joined by my brother and Steven, so we're going to go ahead and dive down into it here and talk to these guys real quick. We're going to bring up John Jr., John Cadazaro Jr. here, and John, man, 102 laps led here tonight. You started on the outside. It didn't take you long to get up front, but when you did, you never looked back, but man, it was Slinger. Man, talk about it, buddy. Awesome race.
Before I say even anything, formal apology to Scott Neeks in that 55 car. That guy has had a long season, and I just made it longer. I completely misjudged the nose of my own car, trying to get underneath of him, and I dumped him. And that was completely on me, and I hope he's not too upset at me. Hopefully, he's a very nice guy, and not somebody I'd like to have upset with me, especially after the season he's had. And of course, I got ran through afterwards. I guess that's I'll be probably told I brake checked somebody afterwards here. But other than that, I think it was a good night. You know, Mark had his problem. He slapped the front stretch wall and had to pit. And I just feel like I drove away. I know Bob had the faster car. I massacred that right front over that long run. And as soon as he got to me, all right, I think it's time to call it there. Other than that, I mean, passing wasn't that bad. And once you got under the guy, I feel like everybody knew that if that spotter was saying that there was somebody inside or outside, they gave you the room. Everybody was respectful today. It was fun for a change.
Well, talk about it, because I know everybody, coming in too tonight was kind of worried that, it was either going to go good or bad. Well, it actually went really, really good. Really not a whole lot of, I guess you could say, driving over their heads. I'll just go ahead and put it to you bluntly. Everybody was, for the most part, on their P's and Q's. But, man, talk about coming in and off of pit road. But that had to have been rough.
Scariest moment of my life, ever. I don't care what you do. You can put me on the world's tallest roller coaster. That was the scariest moment of my life, pulling out of the pit road. Not even looking to my left at that point. The relative was useless. Just pull out and hope and pray nobody body slams you. And I thankfully found the end of a train of cars and got behind them.
Man, oh man. Well, you were able to, hang on to it, pull a third out here tonight. We do have coming up next week 5 flags. How do you feel about 5 flags, bud?
Well, it's this place last year where I pulled my miracle off for the championship, and I still finished second, and probably would have won had I not been moved up the track. So I've got good promises. I might bring the old paint scheme back just for one more ride, and we'll see what happens.
All righty, buddy. Well, awesome job, Steven. Do you have anything for John?
Man, John. Again, I hope you don't mind. I'm calling you JJ because your dad's out there too. But I can't say enough, man. You guys are the skill level you guys showed tonight was amazing. But one thing that we were discussing was your fuel quantity. I know you guys was at 40%, but in these late model cars at 40%, y'all were still getting a lot of laps on a tank of fuel. Can you maybe give us an idea of how many laps that a tank would get you guys?
I think at the maximum when me and my crew chief did the math was about we can go to 115 from the start of the race.
Wow.
And it's
Jeez.
you don't expect it because I mean they're late models. These things are wailing the chip the whole time. You don't think they can do it, but they somehow do, and it's kind of odd. It makes for a really strange strategy, which is usually what cost me my own race.
Well, man, awesome run tonight. I hate to say it because there's a lot of good drivers out here, but I was actually rooting for you tonight. Was hoping you got that W, but hey, a P3 is not bad. Good run, brother.
Yep, good points is what I need.
Yeah, for sure. Well, like I said, we've got 5 flags, man. How do you feel about the 5?
I want to finish one spot ahead where I did last year.
Yeah, that's all that matters. All righty, buddy. Final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate your P3 here tonight.
Thank my crew chief Tyler. He was back this week. He's been gone for a little bit and came back. Got me back up to the front after cool headed. Had to start in the back twice. Thanks to my own stupidity. My father, he actually had a good night. It was pretty fast, and unfortunately, a speeding ticket kind of ended his night for him. But you had fun. It's glad to see him have fun again. You guys went on the broadcast. We thank you for every week for it because it's much appreciated. Matt, Steven, they run the league for us and everything, and just everybody in the league. It's a fun league, and I'm glad this season's been a little bit calmer than last season was.
Yeah. All right. Well, awesome job out here tonight, man. Shoot for the stars next week at 5 flags. We'll see you there, buddy.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Well, that is going to bring us here to our P2 finisher here tonight. Kyler Davis here this evening. Let me see here. There he is right there. Never lift. Well, I bet he lifted here tonight. Kyler. Man, talk about it here. And the Slinger. I don't know really what to say about it because not really familiar with it. But, guys, man, you guys hammered it out here tonight. And it was amazing to see what you guys could do out of short track. And I'm shocked, man. Talk about your struggles and your strategy call out here tonight. Pit road, the tires, the whole 9 yards. We got to hear it.
Absolutely. It was tough, this track. So I raced Slinger Road in real life, up here in Vermont. It's a quarter mile, just like this track. And, on this iRacing, I could never save tires, and I still can't. My tires are really bad right now. The pit strategy is I just went until I needed fuel, and took right sides then, hoping it was all going to work out. Fortunately, it did. It was just kind of follow later, hard to pass, half through for me anyway.
Yeah. Well, you managed to pass. Now, talk about the passing when you were able to do it. I'm sure you had to do it on the freshest tires as possible.
Absolutely. I think older tires were probably a little better on the outside. Just get a better run than the sharp corner coming out. But it all depends on who's your outside as well.
Oh man, it was an insane race here tonight, man. What do you dislike about Slinger?
Definitely turn 3 and 4. Coming out of 4 is pretty wild. It's almost like the wall curves out towards you. You just misjudge it every time. So trying to keep your wheels off of it is hard.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if I could have raced. I'm glad it was y'all and not me. I'll just say that. So, awesome job again by all of you guys out here at a track that I don't think anybody was familiar with, and really didn't know what to expect coming into tonight. But y'all guys yet again proved that y'all know how to race. When it comes to the race time, man, y'all surprise me every week, and I think we were all shocked up here. I could probably speak for Steven and my brother. Yeah, it was insane. Awesome job, buddy. Steven, anything for Kyler?
Yeah, Kyler, buddy. You started 8th, finished P2, brother. The tires I know was going to be an issue. When you changed your right side tires, can you tell us what your percentage was on the right sides?
Yeah, when I changed tires, my right front was down to a 63. So it definitely could have gone a little bit longer, but it was bad. I'm assuming my tires right now after this race, this last set I took, is a lot worse.
So as far as as far as control, was that giving you any issues?
Definitely it was hard. John was trying to pass me on the outside there coming to the finish, and coming out of 4, I had nothing I could do to turn left. It was all it was. I ended up putting him into the wall coming to the finish a little bit there, but we made it through it. But it was tough to turn.
All right, but well, hey, good run again. Started 8, P2. Great job, man. Good racing.
Thank you, sir.
All righty. Well, I'm going to go ahead and ask you the same thing, man. We got 5 flags next week. You finished P2 here tonight. What do you think about 5 flags? And do you have something, going into next week? You got some momentum, but what do you got for next week?
Absolutely. I think everybody here likes 5 flags. I think it's going to be a lot closer of a race. Another tire wear situation because that track, for me, tends to wear tires fast. But I think it'll be a good race for us.
I think it will. Y'all shocked me here tonight. It seems like, and I'll go ahead and say it seems like the tougher the track it is, the better the racing and the more calm it is. The easier the track it is, it's a wreck fest. You see where I'm going with it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm hoping 5 flags is not that way, but hey, we don't know. We'll figure it out when we get there. Kyler, awesome job out here tonight, buddy. Picking up some points, man. Final thoughts, shout out, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate your P2, but
yeah, absolutely. Big thanks to P.A.L.M.S. Matt and Steven put a lot of time into this league for us to race. We can't appreciate them enough.
All right. Well, we need to still change. I guess since you said since it's never lift, we're going to change it. Always lift.
Absolutely.
All righty, buddy. Go celebrate. We'll see you. Yep. All right. Well, that is going to bring us to him here tonight. I don't know how he did it. Maybe he can tell us. Bob, oh, man, you pulled out the win here tonight. You led 52 laps. You started up inside of the top 5 and 4th, but, man, we got to hear from you, man. The strategy call, the pits, coming out of pit road. Oh, man, it was fine. Yeah, I don't know. I'm lost for words. You explain it. He can't explain it.
I kind of, so I used to run up at Thunder Road, up where Kyler runs. And so I grew up and I've run on a tiny little high bank short track throughout my entire early racing career. So it felt a lot like home tonight. It felt like something where it seemed like a lot of people weren't as comfortable doing the tight little turns, and the racing runs completely differently than really anything else that's out there. I was pretty decent on a long run. I mean, I know you were asking people percentages on tires when it came to the pit stop. I ran the longest out of anybody, if I remember correctly, to like 112, 116, something like that, and I had 76 on the right front. It's something about this track works for me.
Wow. So wow. Yeah, I'm shocked too, Steven. Wow. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I would expect, tires going down into the 20s, teens 20s, to be honest.
Yeah, I know a lot of people were. And I don't know. It just, once I figured out how to get it to hook 3 and 4 better, because 3 and 4 is where I was, during practice and everything, that's where I was burning up the right front, trying to keep the car going and just plowing the right front. And when I finally got it to start to hook and actually make the corner, everything kind of went away. The pit strategy is the hardest part here, and I kind of did the same thing that I know the other two said as well. We kind of just ran until we ran out of fuel.
Okay.
I took tires when I ran out of fuel, and I just happened to, I think I was backing up the corners more than a lot of people, so I just had a little more fuel at the end of the run.
Man, awesome job out here tonight. I honestly, man, I still don't know what to say. You guys surprise me each and every week. I'm glad to, I'll say it again. I was a little nervous about taking y'all, because I didn't know what to expect. But I'm glad, I'm glad I did, because, you guys are putting on probably one of the best, late model, super late models I've ever broadcasted. And, tracks that hardly anybody race on. It's something to have it's good to have something different than seeing the same old tracks every week. Here you don't know what's going to happen. So I'm glad to be a part of it, and I'm sure Steven and my brother, they're glad to be a part of it, and they were up here in the booth helping me call it. So Steven, do you have anything for Mr. Tomato there? However you pronounce it.
Yeah, I'm actually I'm gonna change his nickname from Tomato to Junkyard Bob.
Junkyard Bob.
Instead
How'd
of
that happen?
no. I mean, you heard of Junkyard Dog was the meanest, baddest dude in town. So, I mean, come on.
I think you ask a lot of people in this lead. The mean is not me.
No, hey Bob. Seriously though, man, I was watching you in practice, and you started P4, you came in P1, man. It was an awesome race. I really enjoyed watching this tonight, and it's like we were talking earlier. The skill level of this group, especially on a quarter-mile short track like this, is just unbelievable. One thing we were talking about was the banking on this track is 33 degrees, but that banking really didn't seem to help you guys very much.
The banking's kind of weird here. So there's a couple like really hard apex points that have a pretty large bump to them. And I feel like for banking to work properly, you need to be able to build momentum in a corner, and the bumps just tear your momentum to shreds in this one. So like you can make up a little bit of time on the outside if you know where the bumps are to miss them. But really the outside is just pinching the guy into a bump so that you can get some momentum off of him.
Yeah, and then outside, man, is if you're not throttle control, you're going to be up in that wall, right?
Right, exactly.
So, well, man, good run tonight. I mean, awesome race from you guys, from the whole group, but in general. But good win tonight, brother.
Thanks a lot, man. Thank you guys for doing what you do and coming out every week. It's definitely nice to be able to go back and check out the races and send it to family so that they can watch when they get the time to. And that's always nice to be able to get. And then it's obviously a big shout out to Matt and to Steven for all they do for the league. And I got to give a special little one to John. I think that would have been a really fun race if we went green the entire time, because I was tracking him down every time he caught cars. I was really hoping to be able to tow him in, and I think it just kind of landed in my lap as opposed to me having to work for it, because I think if he was able to stay out there and able to run pretty properly, I think it would have been a good race at the finish.
Well, man, awesome job, guys. I mean, I would say, what are we going to expect next week at Five Flags? But I think tonight you guys proved it. So, now don't get me wrong. Can it be you know what? It could. I don't see it. And I don't think Steven sees it. I don't think my brother sees a Wreck Fest there.
Not with this group.
No. If we was going to have a Wreck Fest, I think it would have been right here.
Well, if we do, I know who to blame.
Shut up.
Juju.
Yep.
Strike again.
Yeah, probably so. Well, and I'm just being honest, man. You guys are awesome. And, I got to give a huge shout out to Matt and Steven because, they brung me over here. Then, I talked to y'all, got to know y'all. And, man, I'm having a blast, So, go celebrate your victory here tonight. We are winding down the season, but we still have a few races left. So, anything can happen between now and the end of the season, Bob. You know it. I know it. Steven and my brother knows it. And I think the rest of the drivers know it as well. So, awesome job, buddy.
10-4, thanks a lot, man.
Yeah, go celebrate. We'll see you next week.
Have a good night, guys.
You too. All right. Well, that is our interviews here tonight. And, Steven, Bub, I'm shocked yet again. I was nervous. Steven, I think you was nervous coming into it. My brother, I don't know what, he might have been nervous too. Just because it's a track we're not seeing. We're not used to seeing. We haven't ever seen it. So nobody knew what these guys were going to do.
No,
Yeah. Go ahead, Jeremy.
I expected a Wreck Fest, especially because a couple of drivers posted. I think even Matt or Steven, one of them, wasn't even nervous about it. I was like, oh, here we go. So, yeah, I expected probably 15, 20 cautions. I really expected us to go to like 9 o'clock or 9:30.
Well, and I was more concerned about the pit exit and entry, But for the most part, I mean, I think we had one little incident where what was it, Kenny that was coming out and right there at the restart, and the flagman kind of
Oh yeah,
dropped the green flag a little
yeah.
too soon, I think.
Ugh.
But for the most part, I mean, this was just an outstanding race. Like I said, I mean, and I'll say it again. Showing the true skill and caliber of these drivers. It was just amazing.
Yeah, and I don't think they just let anybody in. I don't know how they, go about it, with all the, with all the stuff that they do, the EOLs and, the penalty points and all that, they do have a set of rules that they obey. When I think that helps keep the cautions and all that, the short track tippers, I guess you could say. I guess that helps keep it all down, which, hey, if it's helping, it's helping,
Yeah, and I didn't see a lot of that tonight
No.
as far as short track tempers. I think everybody was pretty respectable and made it a good, like you said, made it a good fun race.
Yeah, and it was definitely fun. Well, I don't know if we have anything really else to go down here other than the unofficial results, but man, that was awesome.
Well, I'll let you run through this,
Alright.
and then I've got
Okay.
a little announcement
Okay.
for you and your brother.
All right, we're gonna do it live on MaxspeedTV, TV, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, the official results, meaning any, of course, admin stuff that they have to do here tonight, but I think they pretty much took care of it, other than the nitty-gritty stuff that is on the back burner that we don't need to know about. However, the 13 of Bob Eldred grabbing the win out here tonight. Good strategy call there by Bob, just doing what he does, and hey, it helped. It worked out for him. Awesome job there, Bob, again, grabbing the win. Kyler Davis coming into that P2 spot. Of course, John Canizaro Jr. or JJ, as Steven and my brother call him. Can't take nothing away from John because, that dude was, he was on rails here tonight. He led the most laps. He just came up a few spots short, but nonetheless, a good run there by JJ. Well, I'll just call him JJ too. John.
JJ?
Yep, JJ. John Canizaro Jr. here. Awesome job, bud. Shane Colmeyer. Hey, bud, I seen what you said in chat earlier, and I think you fooled yourself there, buddy. Finishing fourth out here tonight. Good job, man. Awesome job. Benny Hogan, 5th. Gerard Lawrence, 6th. Kenny Tripp, 7th. Chase Johnson in 8th. Brett Meeks, 9th. And Justin Phipps. Rounding out the top 10, Scott Negus in 11th. Brandon Kiger, 12th. John Bray Calcio, 13th. Gary Eldred, 14th. Mark Keedeman, unfortunately, had that meatball 0X flag. Ugh, man, that's... Getting a meatball flag is bad enough. When it's 0X, that's like this.
And meatball, yeah.
That's just embarrassing. Sorry, Mark. Man, but hey, Slinger, Mark, we got a few more races, man. So tough break out here tonight, but we'll see you next week for sure. John Canizaro Sr. We'll round it out here in 16th. But again, our winner here tonight is going to be Bob Eldred here this evening for the P.A.L.M.S Pro American Late Model Series, Season 4, round number 11 here at Slinger. All right, Steven, we've been waiting. So what's the announcement?
Well, guys, as part of a thank you for letting me come up here and broadcast with you guys, and introducing me a little more to iRacing, I've got some gifts for you guys that I'm going to bring to you guys this weekend.
Okay,
So for Joshua, I've got a new chair for you. It's not a brand new chair, but it's a Serta chair. So it's a
Ooh.
leather office chair that's pretty comfortable.
I might just go to
So-
sleep in it.
You could. I've used it at work and in my home office, and I've just about dozed off in it myself. But I've got a racing chair that I use for when I do race, and it's taking up space, but it's still in almost brand new shape, man. So I'm gonna bring that to you. And for Jeremy, I know it's been a little while, brother, and I'm gonna come through on a promise that I made you a while back. I'm bringing you a wheel and pedal set.
Oh wow, I appreciate it, man.
So when we go off air, I'll get you guys' phone numbers so I can meet up with y'all this weekend. Hopefully it ain't raining too much, but If it is, I'll try to cover the chair up so it don't get soaking wet.
Okay.
All right. Well, I do appreciate it, Steven. And, you're always more than welcome to, as I say it, not just because of what you're doing, but I say it after every race, when you help, it's always good to have, not only, a third voice, but, my brother, he, two voices in general is good. But when you have three, especially us three that get along, that can joke around and have fun, it makes it go a lot smoother, makes it go a lot better, and we all just have fun doing it. So, Steven, I do
Absolutely.
appreciate it, man. I really do. That hit me.
Yeah.
It got you right in the feelers, didn't it?
Oh, yes, it did. It got me into feelers. It really did. But yeah, Steven, I think you already got my phone number, but I'll give it to you again. But yeah, we'll definitely, get everything set up and everything and go from there. So a big thank you to you, Steven.
Yeah.
Absolutely, guys.
All right. Well, I guess that's gonna do it here before I start crying. Congratulations again to Bob Eldred on the win here tonight. Next week, 5 Flags, same time.
How come not 6 Flags?
I don't know. We ain't going to Texas, although it would be kind of
to amusement park.
it'd be kind of cool to see these guys on a 1.5 miles, though. Man, I'd love to see it.
I don't know if they can get the gearing right for that.
Well, probably not these cars, but hey, it would be awesome to see. So, same bat time, same bat channel, probably same bat people, not bad people, bat people. Here in the booth and next week. So hopefully everybody enjoyed it here tonight. Thank you all for the thumbs up and all the views out here on MaxspeedTV. TV. We're growing and we're going to keep growing. We also got a website and everything up. Bub, if you want to slam that, go ahead, Steve.
Before you say your sign off, I'm going to give my new one. That's all, folks.
Wow.
Because we are the Looney Tunes.
Pretty much. Oh, man. All righty, folks. Well, take care. Thank you all again, and have a good night.